on Psalm 23. And being a sheep. I was reading one day a psalm about sheep. Now, to feed them and lead them and help them to sleep, there's a man called a something or other, who kind of acts like their father and mother. He protects them all night and guides them all day. He feeds them green grass and watches them play. And then when they're gasping with thirst from the heat, he finds sparkling streams with water so sweet. And oh, how they love him and dance round his feet. And when there is danger, 'cause baddies are near, when strange creepy noises ring out through the air, they gather round close and they don't need to fear, 'cause the strong, gentle shepherd is always right there. So they pounce and they flounce and they bounce up and down, and they don't go out shopping or traipsing round town. No, they bound all around and to make a glad sound. They bleat from a mound or they pound on the ground, 'cause all that they need the sheep's bound to have found. And thinking of sheep, with their good old shep chappy, I sometimes stop wishing that I was that happy. I wish that I too had a sheep shep like that, to get all I need and lay enemies flat. I think of these things and I cry out in glee, oh, if I were a sheep, what great things I would see, what great things I could have, what great things I could be. But then I remember that I'm simply just me. At least, that is what I always did say, until something happened one glorious day. My teacher was reading that very same psalm, and talking of how no harm should alarm, when she just out and said this wonderful thing.
The sheep David talks of is simply just him, and just like a shepherd with sheep in his care, so God watches you. He's always right there.
I gasped at the thought that this message was true. I'm that sheep! I'm that sheep! I'm that sheep through and through! All those wonderful things that the sheep get and do, I said to myself, are in fact all for you. So now, if you hear someone bounding with glee, instead of a sheep, it's probably me. Because the best shep that there ever could be has given me all that I need to be free, and all that I need in work and in play he lavishes on me day after day. So instead of that wishing, you'll now hear me say, God is my shepman! Hip, hip, hooray!
Psalms 23, one of King David's Psalms. The Lord is my shepherd, so I have everything that I need. He lets me rest in beautiful green fields. He walks with me beside calm, clear streams. He makes me feel completely fresh and new. Because of who he is, he always shows me the right things to do. Even when I'm somewhere that makes me feel as if I could die at any minute, I don't have to be scared, because you are right there with me. The strong stick that you carry makes me feel so safe that I sigh with relief. Even when there are enemies all around, you still make me the most wonderful meals. You treat me as if I am an extra special visitor, and you give me more than I could ever want or need. I know that God will fill my whole life with goodness and love, and that when I die, I will go and live with God in His own house forever.